Good morning, y'all. Welcome to St. Bernard Acres. This is it's about 10:30, I guess. We got some rain. Boy, I'll tell you, it's just now starting to clear up a little bit. It's been really dark. We're not gonna get much sun today. But with the rain and actually having fixed the whole water lines and everything, I have full barrels. So don't have to worry about water for a while. I guarantee you I got 100 gallons. That was a lot of rain we got. Well, it rained from about 10:30 last night till 8:30 this morning. And it's still sprinkling a little. See that blue pipe there? That's PEX pipe. See that vinyl hose there with fittings on it that I tried to make work? No. There was just nothing I could do with that. But if you look under, I can't get down here now because it's all wet. But if you look underneath here, you will see PEX tubing. One piece that runs all the way to the sink. This stuff just did not work. Those hose clamps, you just can't get them around those barbed fittings right. No matter what you're doing, if you make them too tight, you cut into the vinyl and they leak. But they all leaked, so I just said screw it. Went and bought the PEX tubing and some shark bite fittings. And now we have a great water system. Do it the right way, folks. On some things, you have to just do it the way your gut tells you to, and not the way everybody tells you, oh, this is a cheap way to do it. And, you know, other than the tool for the PEX, I mean, it wasn't too cheap. I mean, it wasn't expensive. Don't think that's expensive. And when I was at Lowe's buying the tubing and the fittings, guy asked me if I had the tool, the crimp tool. Because Lowe's had the crimp tool, $79. And I told the guy, no problem. I bought it off of eBay for 29 bucks. I got the crimp tool. I got 20 half-inch clamps, 10 3/4-inch clamps, and the cutting tool for $29. And that's what the dude told me. He said, I was going to tell you to go to Amazon to buy it. So, yep. So now I'm good. Because when I build the house, I'm doing everything with PEX tubing. That stuff's great. It saved my butt at the house a lot. A lot less pipe breakings during the freezes. So, today I'm going to take you along and check out my nail gun. I wanted to yesterday. You saw I couldn't get that generator started. I got to work on that. And Gary brought out the other generator. I let him borrow down in Alabama. And I worked on the generator in the power shed. It runs fine now. It just needs to be cleaned up and oil change, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, let me get set up in the barn here and try this out and see what happens if my nail gun works. Now, one thing I failed to mention, it's 47 degrees out there. It definitely got cold after the rains. I had to turn heat on in the cabin this morning. Wow. 80 degrees Thursday. The high tomorrow is going to be 50. So, and lows below freezing next week. So any of you guys that got anxious to plant your gardens, better be careful. You don't plant around here until after the second week of May. I'm not even a gardener and I know that. But anyway, y'all remember yesterday I could not get this damn thing to start. We put fresh gas in it and it kind of sputtered and started for a minute. It's almost like once it ran out of fuel in the bowl, it quit. So the system's probably gummed up somewhere. And because I've had it sitting in here for a year and never started it. So I'm going to wind up taking the carburetor off, cleaning everything. It may be gummed up in the fuel line as well. I have no idea. But that's a project we're going to do. I've got my inverter generator that I let Gary borrow. That's what I'm going to try to run my compressor. It should run my compressor. If not, I have another one of these in the power shed. Now that quit one night a couple weeks ago, but I went out and changed oil, just cleaned it up. That thing's years old, and I've abused the crap out of it. Did that, one pole, and fired right out. So if all else fails, I have another generator that I could always use, and I've used that generator tons with that compressor, so I know it handles it. But just for giggles, I'm going to try this a couple times. See if I get it to sputter. Man, when it fired up yesterday, it was like all of a sudden this gigantic bang, and it stopped. I don't know if something blew up or what. Turn the choke on. Oh, it is on. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's like it's not getting any fuel. So, I have to take it apart. Take it apart and see what happens. Let's see if this one will start. Imagine that. Roll this one out of the way. Turn it off echo mode. I can plug the air compressor in. I hope I got the right fitting on there. I think that's the right hose. I didn't know that was on. Guess I should have looked. Alright, rickety ass table. What I've got here is my Hitachi nail gun, framing nailer. These are now called Metabos. I'm going to try it out and see if it actually works. Before I start framing and everything, I want to know if I need to buy a different nail gun. That's a little stiff. So let me put a couple drops in here. Alright. See if that helps. Put the air back up. Okay. Well, there's only one way to find out. got 3 1/4-inch nails here in a 4x4. Wow, that gets them pretty flush too. I know there's an adjustment on here to adjust the depth. That was the wrong way. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she works. So the air compressor. Nice, okay. I had enough confidence. Actually, I think those are only 2-inch nails I was using. Okay, now I got the framing nails. I had 2-inch nails in there. Now we'll see if it works or not. Yes. Not as deep as I'd like. Yeah. She might not be as good as she once was. I don't know. I'm just not sure I'm getting everything I need out of it to drive 3 1/4-inch nails. I mean, they're deep enough I can take my hammer and just pound, 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 and they're in there all the way. So I don't have to buy a new nail gun. I would love to have one of those Craftsman 40-volt nail guns. Then I eliminate the generator, eliminate the compressor, you know, all that. But I'm on a budget, folks. My budget says you don't get a Craftsman nail gun. So this obviously I can live with, you know. And if I have to, I can pound nails with a hammer. I mean, I'm just framing. We framed for how many years with just hammer nails? So yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with this. It still works. And if it's not that great for the big, you know, framing nails, 2-inch nails, it's shot just fine. So for putting up the siding and stuff like that, this is gonna be perfect. So yeah, there's my test. Now let me go shut this stuff off so it doesn't make any noise. All right, now it's quiet. In case you missed it, it works. It doesn't work like it did 15 years ago or so when I bought it, but it still works. It's perfect for the 2-inch nails. I mean, I'm going through treated 4x4s. I'm not gonna be going through treated wood like this. I'm just framing floor joists and walls. The 3.5-inch, I can always hit it with a hammer and it's finished, you know, it's done. So I don't have to go out and buy a new nail gun. That was the test. That's what I needed to see. So now I'm ready to go. Ready to start framing. I gotta get things set up in here. It's too cold this week. I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't have to, so I'm not gonna mess with it this weekend. I'm gonna work some more in the bottom of the barn. Now yesterday, I had this brilliant plan for fencing. But I didn't want to put wooden posts. I don't want holes all over because it was only going to be temporary fencing. So I shot shot. So, you know, put some T-posts. You saw me buy all the T-posts. Put T-posts in the ground, put some panels up, did it with, you know, the wood going across there like I thought about, you know, and it was holding just fine. Wasn't going to be a problem. The problem was it looked hillbilly. It looked bad. And it looked like something that somebody threw together that had no idea what they were doing, you know. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. You know, I realize this is just a cabin out here and it's just, you know, I don't live here. But that just did not suit me for the way it looked. When we both stood back and looked at the way it was going, it's like, this looks so friggin' hillbilly. I'm not doing it. So we wound up taking all that down, taking the T-post out, restacking all the fence panels in the bottom of the barn. I'll use them, but I'll use them where it's not the main focus of my pictures and videos from out here. The property line, going down the valley and stuff, if I wanted to fence that, I could do it because nobody will ever see that. You know, or back behind the cabin where I'm clearing out, if I want to run the property line with that, again, nobody's going to notice that. It's not going to matter, you know, because it'll be back behind the cabin. But we wasted a few hours, you know, trying to do that. Just decided, nah. Aesthetics wouldn't let me do it. Let me put it that way. So I got to come up with a different plan. You know, something that just looks good. The ticks are ferocious. Yesterday, while we were working on the fencing, you know, I have that white picnic table up there. It was covered with ticks coming out of the trees. Because we had that wind, it's like it was blowing the ticks out of the trees. And they were landing on us, landing on the fence. That generator, Gary brought the generator out, got it out of his truck, set it on the picnic table there. Walked back to his truck to get a can of gas because he wanted to top it off for me before he dropped it back off. Came back up, there was a half a dozen ticks on that generator. You know, just little baby ones. But we sprayed ourselves down, they were still getting on us while we were testing out that fencing. So it's not like Rick's coming out here anytime soon anyway. But yeah, get ready for that, folks. I think this was such a mild winter. We're going to have a ferocious tick season. Just a word of warning. My nail gun works. The generator works. Got to work on the other one. My generator in the shed works, in the power shed. Everything is good, folks. Doing a live stream tonight, so hang around, 8 o'clock tonight. We're going live for some reason. But yeah, I'm going to get to work here. And in the cold, in the dampness. It's all good. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. It's Saturday morning. Let's have fun. Let's get out there and do some work. Get it done. This is Joe from the barn here at St. Bernard Acres. I'm out.